I like hot dogs. I like them a lot. I often have lunch where the hot dogs were the best. That's next to burgers. But I don't go to hot dog booths. So I just have to make my own hot dogs with my patented pending hot dog maker. But if I want to upgrade it a little, well, I would need to add the cheese, and it's showtime.
Hey guys, we got no news for you today. That's because the town's local paper, the St. Albert Gazette, is shut down for 2 weeks. It's going to be hard to check things out with no Gazette.
Hey, Twilight! There's no paper this week!
Oh, that's because the publisher, the editor, the photographer, the cartoonist, and the writer have all gone on vacation. But don't worry, they'll be back in 2 weeks.
Okay, I wish somebody could have told me that. Because nobody is going to see my ad.
Oh, you don't need to run an ad, Sonic. I mean, your games runs very smoothly every time Sega thinks of a new game up.
That's true, but it's not an ad for my games. It's more of a personal ad. You see, I'm looking for a woman who'd be willing to have my child.
I don't think an ad is going to help Sonic. You'd need to advertise where the women don't know you. Why the sudden urge to be a father?
Because I might be fast, but as each year passes by, so does my age. It's taken about 30 years to build this video game dynasty about me, and I can't let it end with me. Because I promised my creator I'd keep this franchise going as long as the fans keep going.
Well, we need to visit a scientist because they have this secret mother thing where they take your sperm and they inject it into a woman and then she delivers the baby a few weeks later and sends it to you for a fee. You know what, Carol? T. Wildcat might be interested in that.
Yeah, no thanks, too late. I mean, what if the baby inherited my speed and Carol's cat reflex? It would be a speed demand. Actually, I'm looking towards adoption.
Hey, you know that's a good idea, Sonic.
Indeed it is, because I think that there has to be a future Sonic the Hedgehog Jr. out there. And I was hoping that you would tag along and vouch for me.
Oh, sure, yeah, so we're looking for a kid who's extremely fast, right?
Too late. Every kid is extremely fast.
It's time for the Raptor Lodge word game. Yeah. Today's prize is a coupon for free long-distance service, courtesy of the World Wrestling Entertainment. Why not reach out and crush someone? Pay me cover your ears. Tails, you've got 40 seconds to get Amy Rose to say this word. Fly, fly.
Yes, okay, Roxy.
And cow.
Okay, this is a pest that goes around and bothers people. Dr. Eggman. No birds, bees, and I can do it. Nap. Okay, this is something that but me and birds can do and some people wish they can do.
Oh, smash robots with a hammer when they feel threatened.
No, that's not it. This is something you would find in the front of your pants.
Ray gun burns.
Tails. Time's almost up.
Okay, now, Amy, if you found up on your house, what would you be doing?
Trying to get down.
No, okay, have you ever heard about a cartoon elephant named Dumbo?
Oh, he was so cute with those big ears.
Yes, but what can he do?
Well, he can hear, that's for sure.
Yes, he can hear, but what else he can do?
He was nice to people.
That's not what I'm looking for.
Yeah, well, nobody is. They don't appreciate a gentle soul like Dumbo. He wouldn't hurt a fly.
Oh, that's the word.
Do you ever wonder if your life might have been like if you didn't make stupid mistakes?
Oh man, how about that time I forgot the Mega Pizzaplex grand opening anniversary?
Oh man, Freddy was pretty put out, wasn't he?
Oh no, Sonny. Freddy was ticked off. I was put out.
Oh yeah, I remember. She slept in the Crystal Bright House for 2 weeks. Izzy thought I'd adopted her. We could be forgetting the anniversaries, Pop said.
But it was kind of ironic that the dumbest thing you ever did was to forget the greatest thing you ever did.
You know what you need is one of those day-to-day calendars and then you put the anniversary date on there.
Oh no, I hate those. A new page every day is every day that goes by as you tear a new one, and tear a new one.
Well, it's better than Freddy tearing you a new one.
My biggest mistake was my first jewel heist.
Crime doesn't pay now, does it, Rue?
Not in the way I do it.
Well, what went wrong?
Well, first of all, I couldn't find a mask. I had to walk through the entrance, wrote a note saying to the cashier that this is a holdup and slid it in under the door.
They figured out that it was you.
Well, because I wrote it on the back of one of my own checks.
Were they mad when they saw the note?
No, they were laughing. I wanted them to know I mean business.
And the weird things about mistakes, you have to explain to your friends.
Oh, you try explaining to your mother that you got caught robbing a jewelry store. It's special when she is sitting at home waiting for her necklace.
Now it's people like Dad, Sonic, and Shadow, Rainbow Dash, and others that are ruining it for everybody. Doing walks every day, without any problems whatsoever. And that's this week's idea on today's project on Creative Guy Corner. Now, when my dad bought this elliptical, well, he wanted either me and my sister to do 20K miles on it, and for us to both lose weight. And by 20K, I mean no kilometers a mile, because you never get anywhere. Scenery doesn't change. It's useless and boring. And that's three things and reasons of my life that I've heard enough of. So I'm going to use my good old green screen to virtualize this bit more frequently to make it look like you're going to different places for 20K miles. What you need are some thumbtacks and the Creative Guy's secret weapon, duct tape. And I can only get 4 thumbtacks and 4 duct tape on the green screens. So now it's time for my Walkley workout. Out with this big, I can have 20K mile walks every day. So remember, if the women don't find you cool, they should at least find you creative.
What are you doing, Jim?
Having my daily workout.
Oh, good. Go for an hour.
I know my competitors and what they're about. They charge too much money of that, there's no doubt. So if you want a fair price, give Silver's a shout. Don't get soaked up when you get cleaned out.
Silver's Kitchen Cleaning Services.
Well, Sonic and I went up to the adoption agency, hoping we would find him a child so that his franchise doesn't go down the drain. But it didn't go real well.
Hey, Twilight, good news. They want us down at City Hall. Yeah, they got some big announcement or something. There will be a whole bunch of us looking to adopt.
Well, I don't think you have got a chance, Sonic.
Ooh, that's a negative, Twilight. I thought our interview went pretty well.
Yeah, no, because good interviews go more than 3 minutes, Sonic. We were in there for no more than 3 seconds before the Eggman showed up.
Well, maybe not, but you sure scrambled a fee.
I couldn't help it but lie to them, Sonic.
Oh, no, not lie. Never lie. Embellish, maybe.
Sonic, you're a 30-year-old video game icon who goes around saving the day and beating up Eggmen.
I'd hire a nanny. I told them that.
Sonic, you told them I was the nanny. I can't relate to babies.
Oh, sure you can, Twilight. Don't sell yourself short. I mean, you've got a lot in common with a baby. You can be buff smart, lose magic, and even take naps.
I have all the pony friends. I mean, I'm the princess of Equestria after Celestia and Luna, right before Sunny Star Scout showed up.
Look, Twilight, just come down with me to the big announcement. Okay, there is a whole bunch of us who got turned down all right. And we just want to stage a little protest and maybe they will change their minds. And look, if this doesn't work, I'd promise it's the end of it.
I don't know. I've been under Celestia's wing without ever encountering a protest.
Look, I'll do the healing and you will be there for moral support.
Yeah, all right.
Look, Twilight, I've got to have this child. I need in here.
You've got air, but almost made me fly backwards.
And now it's time for the experts part of the show, where we address those three little words that everyone finds so hard to say. I don't know. Those are the words. Those are the words. Now, today's letter reads as follows. Dear experts, I've been having a lot of trouble with one of the neighbors around town, because they make a lot of noise. Even at night they make noise. What can I do to make them be a little more quieter?
Well, if this guy is very noisy, the best choice is to just drive to a nice quiet place like the wilderness until that neighbor has left.
Actually, the best way to deal with a neighbor that is very noisy, I just fight fire with fire. If this guy is making more noise, you make even more noise. If this guy has a gun, use a cannon. And if this guy is parking a car, you park a lemon. Pay down the pay you go, pay you go, down the pay you go, pay you go, down, pay you go, down the pay you go, down the.
I don't know about that. Chica, sometimes you can be a little confrontational. Well, because everybody gets their backups. I'm in the filming business and I know what a backup is. It is like installing a new movie film reel into an old film camera at a movie theater. You would want to relieve the pressure, not increase the pressure. Because one day that camera will blow and then everybody's got film on their face.
Well, it depends on who you talk to. I can just tell of what Eggman is up to because he is always making new bots to try and take down Sonic. Some people are reasonable and open to change. I've never met him. It sounds like this guy's neighbor is pretty much setting his ways.
Well, I'll tell you what I would do if I was this guy. I just tried some green garbage bags, filled them up with rocks, out up on the roof, and just tossed the pickaxe out the windows of that neighbor's place with a note that says the little craters that will wake them up.
The guy would probably go to jail for that, and he ain't gonna like his neighbors there.
Well, maybe if him and Spot, if you were an enemy Sonic, you'd probably get away with it.
Oh, there's no time address. Local postmark, though. So, my advice is just talk to the neighbor about the noise and try to work out ways to be a little more quieter.
Okay, now, I would suggest that if any of you ever go to a protest, you need to find out what the protest is about before you go there.
It was about the right to adopt a child.
Okay, and I was fine with that. I was just a little surprised when I realized that wasn't the main agenda. Well, that will keep him out of my tent.
You know we're all just people too late, that's all. I thought it was good to show our solidarity.
Yeah, I know that, but did you have to wrap your arms around me, Sonic?
Look, Twilight, I was upset all right. It was quite obvious they weren't going to let me adopt. They were discriminating my very proud video game legacy.
No, they were not. They were protecting an innocent child. They want the child to be raised in a lovely atmosphere, but you love your job and your speed is a major safety hazard to kids.
Well, now what am I going to do with the franchise and no child for it to inherit? I mean, the Sonic franchise is not something you can just walk into tonight.
You know what? If you want to immortalize yourself, why don't you place your face on the logo of the Sonic franchise? You know, like Colonel Sanders. You could be the Colonel Sanders of the Sonic franchise.
Hey, that's a great idea.
Yeah, because whenever they see your face, they'll think of the fastest blue blur alive.
It's meeting time.
Yeah, you go on ahead and I'll be right down. So if Spike is watching, I'll be heading straight home after the meeting. Let me rephrase that. I'll be heading straight after the meeting. And for the rest of you, on behalf of JNF Sonic and the whole gang up here on Media League Sigma 6, remember to like the video, comment, and subscribe, plus keep your stick on the ice.